I'm Graham and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing episode 4 of our Bathurst hot laps leading up to the great race next weekend, not this coming one, the one after. Today we're featuring another car from 1976. So I know you think I'm locked into the mid-70s, but it was some of my favourite cars at that time, and Scale Electric's released quite a number of them, so yeah, we're going to show a few of them, but I think this is the last of the 4 doors. We've got a 2-door A9X to go, and then we're into the later model cars. So anyway, we'll get back to this one. This one was run, number 17 was driven by Sterling Moss and Jack Brabham, 2 old gentlemen at the time, who did a reasonable job in qualifying it in 10th position, and therefore, yeah, we're starting reasonably well up on a grid of about 30-40 cars. And the lights changed, the race started, and Jack couldn't get gear. He couldn't get first gear in the car. They reckon it locked between reverse and first, but I'm never sure about that. But anyway, and a Triumph Dolomite of all things smashed into the rear of him because Jack was too busy trying to get a gear and didn't get his hand out the window to say that he was stalled on the line. So the car was basically written off at that point. So it was probably the shortest run in history for the 1000. But they did repair the car enough to let it do a few laps later in the race. And with Sterling Moss at the wheel, it blew the motor. So it didn't have a very successful outing at all. The race that year was won by Bob Morris in the Channel 7 Tirana. So this particular car, though, was notorious, I suppose, rather than famous. At that stage, they were thought by using a couple of internationally known drivers, they could increase the viewing on TV and the crowds at the circuit. The car was entered under the name of Esmond's Motors, which happened to be my local Holden dealership at the time, and although they were the name sponsors, their name only appeared on the rear bumper. The livery on this car was quite striking. It bore Repco and the radio station 2SM, along with Lou's Union, Jean's company, I believe, and the roof contained a red stripe with a red circle and the number 17, an ampoule on the rear boot. Now the number 17, of course, was made famous by Dick Johnson in years following this. It is a lovely car. It's running an inline motor, as all these Tiranas of Scale Electrics did, and of course it is digital ready. With a chip, with a door for the chip, yeah, I'm not sure what year this one was manufactured, but it does come with slick tyres. It's made in China, of course, so it's of that era of Scale Electric cars, but it's a nice little car. So now we'll put the car on the track and give it a run and just see how it does go. Hopefully it will go better than it did in 1976, because we'd like to see it do a few laps before it crashes. So there we have it, another hot lap down, and a very credible time from that particular Tirana, 8.75, which is just a fraction slower than the Brock Sampson Tirana, which is on the wall. So it's not a bad time whatsoever. And not the disaster that the real car had at Bathurst. It actually performed reasonably well on the track. So we'll put the time up there and see how it goes. Right, so our next one will be an A9X Tirana, a Brock A9X Tirana. And then after that, a few interesting different types of cars will come up. So I hope you hang around and have a look at that. Thank you for watching. And if you like this sort of content, please like and subscribe and comment. I really like to get comments. So thank you for that. And we'll see you again soon.